So I told you that I can log in into a Unix machine by two ways, right? One way is using the console. The second way is using an application like PuTTY. You can SSH or Telnet or rlogin. In this case, I am logging into a Windows machine which is connected to the Spark machine. This Spark machine is connected to the Windows machine, and we are connecting the serial cable of the Windows machine to the console port of the Spark machine. The Spark machine is called Sunfire 240, right? So now I have to start a program called TerraTerm. So this is the program TerraTerm Pro. Okay. So let me see whether it is already running. It's not running. TerraTerm is not running. Okay. So let me start it. So I will just go here. I'll lock this one. So this is the program, right? Something like an hyperterminal program, right? So I'm using this. So I start this program. So host, I'm using serial, yeah. So I think I'm connected to COM1. So the console cable has an end which will go to the COM1. So it's connected to the COM1. Then I will say OK and press enter. I press enter. Always in hyperterminals you have to press enter, right? Then I get a prompt called, this prompt is called open boot prompt because the server is down. The server is down. No Unix is running. Okay. So I have to start Unix. So I will say boot. So in the open boot prompt, when I say boot, it will start the operating system. It may take a few minutes. Okay. So let it start. Okay. So once it starts, I will log in into the console. Okay. So in this example of console login, I am logging into a Unix machine through the Windows machine. But it doesn't mean that I have to do that always. I can directly go to a Unix machine where a keyboard is attached and the screen is attached. Then I can log in into that. So I will show you that also. Yeah.
Telling us first we go into the team port?
No, in your case you don't have that because this is the computer which is connected to that server.
Right.
I will show you how to do it there. You can't do it from your computer because your computer is not connected to the Spark machine using the console cable.
Okay.
Yeah. In that case, you have to have a console cable and you have to have a serial port in your computer, or you should have an adapter which will convert the USB port to the serial port. You don't have that, right? So you have to do it there. So I will show you, right?
Doing a console login now from your computer.
I already done. I'm going to do console login, but I already connected to the server because this server can be in any part of the world. So I am booting that server from my house or from my office. Okay. Yeah. So it says it's starting. And the boot device is this. You don't have to worry about this because this is what machine uses. This is machine's language. Okay. This machine also has Veritas installed, so it's configuring Veritas also. That's why it's taking a little longer time. Okay. So after that, it will configure the ZFS. Solaris 10 is starting. It also checks the file system, whether file system is good. It's all clean. Okay. So this is when I use console login, I don't get graphics here. Okay, just a plain a command line login. Okay, so I will just enter my name. I can log in as root or anybody, and I give the password. So I logged in. So what is the sign I see?
Number sign.
Normally.
Pardon?
Sorry.
No, the prompt I see
Number
The
sign.
hash.
pound sign. Pound sign means by default, pound sign means I am
Root.
super user, root. Can root do anything?
Yeah.
Root can do anything in this system. But only problem when I log in the console, this is I logged in the console now, right? So only problem when I log in the console is I may get a lot of messages, right? So I always like to open a terminal, right? And also I can't administer this remotely if it is on top of a rack or somewhere, and if I can't identify the server but physically, right? Right? It's better I log in from another machine, okay? For that reason only, I am selecting party. If I want, I can log in into the same machine which I open now, right? Which I started now. What is the name of the machine? Now I gave the name, it was there. What is the name? It shows there. Name is Titan. Name is Titan. It says Titan, right? Okay. So I can also type host name to see the name. Host name will give the name. What is the IP address of this machine? How do you check IP address in Windows? IP
Address in Windows.
IP config. Okay, so here you type if config. Interface configuration. So interface configuration says the IP address is 192.168.0.241. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to log into this machine. So I'm going to copy this IP address, Control C. Then I'm coming to Putty. So I want to log into that machine, Control V. I want to log in, and what is the name of the machine you said? Titan.
Titan.
So I will give the same name, Titan. Then I will save it. Save it. And also I wanted to change the colors. I want white color. And also I want to change the appearance, change the characters, bold, 12 characters. Right? I change all these things. Then I said okay. Then I go to session, then save it. I saved that also. Now I open. So this time I am going to log in into 192.168.0.241, and that is Titan. So it gave a login screen for Titan. I will log in as Don. Don name, the name Don is there in all the computers. For this computer, the Don's password is 1 open boot. 1 open boot. 1 open boot. Boot. T boot. So I have logged in. When did I last log in into this machine?
Last login.
Only today. I never logged into the machine for a long time, maybe, right? Or maybe I never logged in, right? It's only today. And what is the host name? So I will type HOSTN, and then I press tab, host name, tab. It will automatically complete. Like in Cisco iOS, same thing, right? Okay. Can you use, okay? So I say my name is Titan. If I want to see the IP address, what is the command?
Iconfig.
If config -a. So the command is not there in my path. So I will give the full path, USR sbin if config -a. I can copy this and I can highlight that and right click. Highlight that and right click. Then I see my IP address 241. So this is the same machine I logged in through the console. But this time I am logging in through PuTTY. Remotely I am logging in. This machine can be in any part of the world. Sure. I logged in as Dom. Open boot, one open boot. Yeah, this is the password. One open boot. See, any number of people you all are logging in. So any number of people can log in into this machine. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So after I logged in, I want to see about my identity. I want to see my identity, who I am. So what is the command to see my identity? Who am I? Or I can say ID. My identification is I am Don. And what is my user ID? 100. What is my group ID? 1. Is it same? In Red Hat? It is same.
It starts with 5, right?
Yeah. I also. Yeah. So here both are same and also the default ID is 100, the first ID. So what happened to 1 to 99?
System ID.
Yeah, those are used by the system. Even though the system doesn't have 100 users, 99 users, system will reserve that for future, because I told Unix is always downward compatible and compatible with other Unix flavors and also upward compatible. So it's keeping it for some purpose maybe later. So all those users which are less than 99 or 99 or less are the system users, right? Right. So now I want to see all the computers in my network. I want to see whether Solaris 23 is there, whether other computers are there. So I type R users -a. Some computers are down now because I am rebooting some computers. So you will see few of them. So, but normally we have Solaris 35, Solaris 36, and so on, right? So now currently I am logged in into Titan. How many times did I log in? Only one time physically I logged in. These are run by you all. You also have logged in as Don.
Oh.
Yeah, that's why there are 4 Dons here, right? So it shows, I have 500 computers. It shows all 500 computers and who are the people using those computers. In one second I will know that. In 1 second, right? Or few seconds.
You said if we put the config, so just I.
Bash shell will auto complete. So if I say if core tab, it will complete automatically. If I say if tab, it will show all the commands starting with if. So you don't have to remember things, right? If you remember few things, you can find out in the system, because everything is in the system. Like when you are using graphical utility, you have to know where to click. But here everything is in the system, so you don't have to memorize things, right? You can find out. Now I don't know what is if config. If I want to get some help on if config, then I will say man if config. So it will give me help. Okay. So what does if config do? Configure network interface parameters. Not only configure, I can also view what it does. I can view the current IP address and the MAC address and so on, right?
So all commands are stored in user string?
Not all.
Oh.
Some. Most of the commands. Traditionally. But in different flavors of Unix, some commands they are moved to different other directories also. Okay. In Solaris 10, they did a lot of moving to different other directories. Okay. Yeah. In Solaris 12, they're trying to put put everything in one place, right?
So don't we have to make our own address too, right? To go
If you
into
want, you
that.
can make your own name also, own username and password, right? So you want to sue?
I mean, whenever we as a login, right, in the
Okay, you're
in
correct.
the,
You're correct. Yeah.
So
So
do
I
I
will
sue?
Yeah. No, you don't be sue here. Don't work here as super user here, right? Because this is for people who are doing Veritas, right? Even if you work as super user, only for a few seconds, you work as super user in this computer, right? You
on
can
the
use Solaris 30,
Titanium.
not
machine.
Titan.
Titan.
Yeah. But you can also log in into another machine. Say, for example, R users -A will show that there's another machine called Venus. Okay. So why don't you log into Venus? Okay. Right.
What Venus is the name of the machine?
Name of the machine. So SSH. I'm using command SSH. Right. Right. And I will say Venus. Or I can say my name. My name is Don. Okay. At Venus. So I am done at Venus. Enter. And it is warning you. Okay, you want to make sure, right? Everything's fine. So you say yes, sir. So it creates an entry in your local computer. That means now currently I am in. Currently I am in. No, currently I am in Titan. Titan. So in Titan, in my home directory, it will make an entry about the encryption. Okay, there's a file for that, right? So it is asking for my password. My password is OneOpenBoot. So I went there. So if you all want to log in into a computer, because Solaris 3536 is down, I'm doing something, right? Today, if you want to practice, you can log into Venus. The root password is root RR. Root RR.
For this, only for the Venus machine.
Only Venus, Titan, and Atlas. For those three machines, the password is root RR.
Root RR.
Yeah.
Should we create our user ID?
Yeah, you can. You are welcome to do that.
Okay.
Yeah, root RR is the password. Yeah.
So first I have to, because right now I'm on the Titan.
Yeah.
Titan.
Yeah. So no, don't log in now. If you want, I will quit from here and I start from again. But usually I want you all to log into Solaris 23 first. So don't do anything now. Let me finish it.
No,
So let me exit from here. Yeah, let me exit from here because I had to create a script also for you, right? So let me exit completely. Control D will exit, right? So this machine is running. Let it be there. I don't need this anymore. So I will close my access to that. So I will close everything. Okay, everything is done. Okay. So now I'm starting from beginning. So I start putty. Okay. So usually I should log in into Solaris 23. This is the procedure. I will tell you why later. Okay. Whenever you are practicing, log in. Yeah, that is a must. You have to go to Solaris 23 because you can't log into any other machine directly, right? So go to Solaris 23. You log in as first time. You are doing Solaris basics now, not Solaris part 1. I do basics first, right? So you log in as Solbas. Log in as Solbas. Okay, I logged in. Now I want to see. I logged in as whom? Don, right? So my ID is Don, right? Solbas. I logged in as Solbas. Yeah, Solbas. Yeah. So let me check my working directory. PWD is to check the working directory. Yeah. So let me see what is inside that working directory. ls minus capital F will show directories separately. So I can identify different types of files. Don't worry about that now. So I have a directory called script. Yeah. So I want to go to this directory. So I say cd script. Okay. Because whatever I'm going to type today, I want it to be saved somewhere. So that when you go home, you can open the script and see what you learned today. Okay. So that you don't have to write much notes. Okay. So the script is started. So going to start. So here I will say, I want to see what I have. So let me make a brand new directory. What is the command to make a directory?
mkdir.
Yeah. And what is the name of the directory? May, right? May
12.
May 14. No, directory May 14. Directory, right? This is not a file. Yeah. Then I'm going to create a script under that directory. So I should go to that directory.
CD.
So I cd May 14. Yeah. So I went to that directory. Okay. So what is there in that directory now?
It's empty.
It's empty. Nothing is there. Right? But it's not empty really. If I say ls minus a, it will show the hidden files. Hidden files. So it has two hidden directories. If I see ls minus a and capital F, that will show that they are directories. So you see slash slash. That means they are directories, hidden directories, right? These are used to create links between my parent directory and myself and my child directory, links,
It's
right?
a concept between parent and child. Whatever.
Child, yeah. So there should be link between parent and child, right? For that purpose, they use that. Okay.
That's all it is. If we don't know that who's a parent, then like we all messed up, isn't it? So we that's why we do PWD when we want to know like where we are.
Okay. So now we are here, May 14th. We created a script called May. Sorry, created a directory called May 14th. You understand, right? You okay? Yeah. Yeah. Then I'm going to create a script. What is the command to create a script? What is the command to create a script? Script. And I have to give a name. So we give today's date. So May 12, 14. So this is the name of the script. So when you go home, you can open this script and see all the commands we have typed. Okay. So I opened it.
You create this May 14 in your home directory, right?
Solbass's home directory.
Okay.
Or you log in as Solbass only to see these scripts.
Yeah.
But we are in the directory May 14. We are writing a script in May 14.
No,
Creating a script in May 14.
In creating a script in
May
May
14.
14.
Yeah. Everything okay? Fine, huh? Everything okay?
Yeah.
Okay. So now I will clear the screen. What is the command to clear? Very good. Clear the screen. So what are the commands we learned? Can you tell me again? ID. Because I want it to be recorded in the script. Hostname then.
iConfig to load the IP address.
Okay. USR has been, because I am a regular user. If I want to use ifconfig, yeah. What is the other one? R users minus a. The script will have the output also. So when you go home, yeah, and when you go home, you have to open the file, copy it in Notepad, and delete all the outputs, leaving only first few lines. Then you have your own notes. Okay. Then collect notes like that. Okay. What is the other one you said? ls, right? ls will show the the content. ls minus f will show whether it is a file or a directory. There are no directories here anyway, only one file. File will not show anything.
One question.
Text file.
John, here we say if Solaris 23 Solaris, it means that we both are logging on this.
All these people have logged in into Solaris 23.
Right.
Solbass, Usma, MIR, MIRK, Solbass, Eva also has logged in from there. Solbass twice. Another person also logged in as Solbass. See, yeah. But you have your own account.
123?
Yeah, you have your own account. Yeah, you have an account. So now, what is the use of R users minus A? Tell me. I want to know whether you are applying your knowledge. Tell me. How many users are there? Okay, then what is the use of R users minus A? You can see the remote users. But give me a practical situation where this will be very useful. I want you to apply every command, so knowledge from every.
What was your question, sorry? How we can know how many users are connected?
I asked them, R users will show the people who are in the network, R user minus A.
Right.
How will you make use of this? Make use of this feature, right? For your advantage. Give me an instance where this will be very helpful for you, very, very handy for you. Give me a situation.
Where you want to shut down the server?
Okay, when you want to shut down the server, you want to see how many people are logged in. For example, I want to shut down this server, right? I will know how many people are logged in there, okay. But for that, I don't have to use R users. I can use W or who, right? But R users give me another example, a very good example.
Someone might be trying to access, compromise the server, so
So in your network, you want to see whether there are any hackers.
yeah.
Okay, that is another good something. Give me another one. Or workload sharing, or you want to see, oh, so many people are working there, but most of the people are working there, but they're not doing anything. So that doesn't give you a correct answer, right? Yeah, workload sharing, okay, we can see, okay, 100 people are using, but all of them are now doing nothing, right? Can be like that also. A very good example is, right? Okay, you are in a department, in a building, and you have 5, 6, 7 buildings close by, or maybe another country even. One guy is calling from there, not from your department, from another department, and he's saying his server is very slow. His workstation is very slow. His Spark machine is very slow. His Spark machine is very slow. He's a graphical guy. He's using Spark graphical utility maybe for AutoCAD. He's designing something. He doesn't know how to go to command line. He doesn't know anything about Solaris. He knows about AutoCAD, right? So he's complaining my machine is very slow. So what is your next step?
So we're going to do the R users and find out how many users are.
No. Think nicely. You can't ask him so many questions also. You ask him only one question. What is the question you ask him?
Because the one user is telling us.
No. You are calling me and telling your computer is very slow. I don't know you, but I know something about you. What is that?
By IP.
Group ID.
Your
Group ID.
why group? Your
User ID.
user ID. So I will ask what is your login name. Then you will say what? Usma.
Right.
I have 5,000 computers and I want, Usma is complaining, right? Computer is very slow. So what is the next step for me as an administrator? I will type R users -A. Oh, Usma is here. Oh, Usma is logged in into Solaris 23. So that means Solaris 23 is slow. Okay, then I will log in into Solaris 23.
Right.
And I will troubleshoot the problem. It's very easy for me. Rather than asking you so many things, I just ask you only your login ID and I found out where you are logged in.
Right.
So how easy the administration is. No?
So our users gives name of host name as well.
R users -A gives the username also. Yeah. Not R users, that is different, right?
Yeah.
But in this situation, right, to troubleshoot, R users is very useful, right? If you don't have R users, what is the other option? Then you have to ask that person, okay, what is your computer name? Oh, then the person will check all the computer monitor and everywhere. No, I don't have a computer name. Then what do you use next one? You will say open a terminal and then say host name or go to graphics. You don't know where to click. You also forgot because you don't use graphics. So it will be very complicated, right? So very simple. Okay.
So what is the sending broadcast for our user? What is that?
R users, actually R users, there are two versions. One version uses protocol version 3 and other one uses 2, so it uses both of them. Say this is using version 3 and it will try version 2 also, because I told you Unix is always downward compatible also. All versions use protocol version 2, right? Yeah. So the reason I gave that explanation is every command you should know how to apply, where to apply, in what situation you have to apply, right? There was an answer. I want to see how many people are logged in into my machine. So for that there is a very simple command, W. You don't have to type so much.
Who I am.
No, W will show how many people have logged in into my machine. Who are those people, right? So just say W. It will show you. So I don't have to type R users -A and wait 2 seconds. This is 1 second, right? And also I know what they are doing also, at least a little. Now what is Usma doing? Usma had logged in into 136. Why? You are logged in into 136 from here. This is last time?
No.
Why did you go to 136? 136 is a Linux machine. Now you should not go to 136. Go to 241.
Okay, just hold on. I'm gonna see.
Yeah.
No, that was the last one.
Last one.
Because I just
Okay,
I
okay.
did my two.
Okay, but I don't see any other Usma here. Only that Usma. So that means I'm sure you are doing only that. See, everything I can get with just a small command called W.
Actually, there are 4 solvers, so
Or maybe you logged in as Solvay.
Solvay.
Oh, no, but in the real environment, I'm telling. Even if you tell that, oh, I have logged in into that one, no, you're not logged in. I can prove that, right? In a real environment, right? But now you're logging in as Solvay. So that is a different story.
Right.
Yeah. I'm trying to put it in the real world, right?
Yeah, that's
Yeah. So now Eva has logged in, and she's working in Titan, and she's working as done. See, everything I know with W, small command. Can I do that in a graphical utility? Which operating system will have that? Huh? No, right?
you can do that, but
Yeah, but it don't take 1 second. Yeah, 1 second, right? Yeah. Okay.
So when you go for an interview, you say, okay, we can use the W, and we can tell how many users are connected with what.
To your machine. Okay. I can also say who. If we don't want to know their personal information, right? I don't want to know what they are doing, right? Sometimes I don't want, right? Say who. If you don't want to say who, then say finger. These are the commands to know who are the people logging in your machine.
give some more information, right?
Okay, I will tell you why. Now I found out in the one machine, I found out everybody done. Okay, 5 people log in as done. So, but then I will know what terminals they are using. When they open, computer will open a terminal for them, right? For every user. Then I confuse myself now. Which done is myself? So I want to know my terminal. So if I take 5 terminals and remove my terminal, all the other 4 people are not real dons. They are logging in as done, so they are doing something wrong, right? So how will I check my terminal number? TTY. So I am 10. So
So you can kill others, right?
no, if they are not legal users, right? Not kill. I want to know what they are doing first. Yeah, why they logged in as me, right? Yeah. And I can't bring the last command. See, problem. So that's why I want to go to a shell which will give me that facility. There's a shell called bash. So if I use bash shell, see, bash shell. Now I can do cursor up and all. I can see the old commands. So Control C, cancel, Control C. Okay, so last command I typed is finger. Now I'll clear the screen.